Hey guys, this is Ranjan. Today I'm going to show you how to do router on a stick. Before doing router on a stick, you need to know what is router on a stick. Router on a stick is if you have a router and you have only two interface. One is connected to your service provider for internet connection. The other one is connected to your LAN. And if you want to have VLAN on your LAN segment, you'll have to route the VLAN traffic through a single interface. So what we're going to do is first we're going to draw the diagram and we'll just go step by step. So first thing, I'll just bring a router. This is going to be my internet router, and I'm just going to have a switch as well. This switch is not that manageable, but we can create some VLANs on it. And I'm going to have a cloud to have to simulate the internet scenario, and I'm going to have two more routers just to I'll use them as my PC, so that we can ping both between both VLANs. Alright, so here it is. Before doing anything, I'll just create VLANs on this switch on the particular port. So I'll just double click on it, switch 1. Then as you can see, this is port 1 and VLAN 1. So the ports and VLAN already created by default. I'm going to delete them. So port 2, port 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to create it. See, port 1 I'm going to connect it to my internet router, and I will make it as a .1 queue trunk so that it can route traffic. It can carry traffic for both to all VLANs, whatever I wanted to route. So I'm going to add it. Then I'm going to add my port 2 as to a VLAN 2, and that will be access port. So, and I'm going to add my port 3 to VLAN 3, and that also it's going to be an access port. That's it. Apply. Okay. Now I'm going to connect all my connections. This is going to be my internet router. I'm just going to select. Sorry guys. Sometimes anyway. So this is I'm connecting. This will be a trunk link. So I'm just connected to switch 1, and this will be my PC 1, and this will be my PC 2. Don't confuse guys. This I just taken to use as a PC just to show you guys how it works. And this I'm just going to connect to my internet connect. It says no interface, so I'm just gonna add an interface in my cloud. I've created some loopback interface, Microsoft loopback. I'll just connect it to my loopback. Alright, now I'm just gonna select first Ethernet and connect it to my internet. Alright guys, for simplicity purpose I'm just gonna change this host name to internet. Alright, this is gonna be my PC 1. This is gonna be my PC 2. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, since we already created the VLAN and assigned the port on our switch, we're just gonna have here, I'll just take the note. Here we'll have VLAN 2, which will be my first Ethernet 0/0.2. This is my sub interface, and I'm gonna use IP address 20.2.2.2/24. Here another interface I will have. These are sub interface guys. VLAN 3 first Ethernet 0/0.3, and I'm gonna have IP address 30.3.3.3/24. Oops. Sorry. Alright, so these are the two VLANs I'll have on this interface. Alright, so I'm just going to telnet first to start my router. This is my internet router. I'm just going to start it. It takes to just come back. Alright, so I'm just gonna console to the router. As you can see, the router is booting up. So alright, now I'm just gonna say no. Alright guys, I'm just gonna change the host name. Sorry. Okay, as you can see, this is my whole internet. This will be my internet router, so I'm just gonna say internet for simplicity. Alright, so our interface will be, this interface is first Ethernet 0/0. So I'm just gonna say interface first 0/0. First thing, we'll have to say no IP address, because we are not going to assign IP address on the main interface, and say no short, because the interface has to be up. So now we're going to create the sub interface for our VLAN. So I'm going to say that's first Ethernet 0/0.2 ncap is we'll have to say ncap.1q, and along with the VLAN interface we are creating sub interface for. Then we'll say IP address. Our IP address was 20.2.2.255.255.0/24. Alright, now we're going to create the other interface for our VLAN 3. .1q3. Alright, now with the IP address, which will be 30.3.3.3, 255.255.255.0. Alright guys, that's it. Now we'll see that what our the interface status is. Show IP interface brief. As you can see, we have first Ethernet 0/0, that the main interface is an up condition, and we have our two sub interfaces along with their IP addresses. That's it. Now we're going to configure our PCs. First of all, we'll just log into our PC1. Don't confuse guys, this is just router I've taken as a PC, just to make sure that we can ping between both VLANs. Alright, so I'm just gonna assign the IP address for our PC1. So PC1 will be on this. I'm gonna just say this is our whole PC1. I'm just gonna assign the IP address for our interface, which is this will be on VLAN 2, so I'm just gonna use the same one IP address from VLAN 2. Alright, the IP address is given, no short. So the interface should be up now. Alright, so guys, since this is a router, we are going to use the default gateway for this, and for that we'll have to disable IP routing, so that it will not have any IP routing capabilities by default. We are going to use the default gateway, IP default gateway, which will be our sub interface of our internet router. So that IP address for that VLAN was 2.2.2. This will be our gateway for this network. Anything from this should pass through this. So, and we can disable no IP routing. Alright, so just gonna minimize that and similarly go to the other router. Okay, we're gonna console it to them. So this is going to be our PC2, which will be on VLAN 3. Just putting up. Alright, so I'm just going to change the name, host name, and the IP address on the interface, which is first Ethernet 0/0. This is the interface IP address. The VLAN, our VLAN range was 30.3.3. I'm gonna say 4 here. So it's 255.2550. This is our /24 IP. I'm gonna say no short. And same thing, like our PC2 will have to assign the default gateway, so that everything should pass to the gateway 3, and we can disable the no IP routing. That's it. So now we should be able to ping from PC1 to PC2, although PC2 is in different LAN segment. The thing is, guys, we'll have to enable IP routing on our internet router, so that it can do inter-VLAN routing. Most of the time it's on by default, but still we're gonna do that. So in this point we should be able to ping from PC1 to PC2. So now I'm on PC1. I'm just gonna ping PC2, which IP address is 3.3.4. Sure enough, we can ping that. So this is even from PC2 to PC1. Our PC1 IP address 2.2.3. Sure enough, we can ping that. So guys, to conclude this, it's our router on a stick. We have only one interface, which is connected to our local segment. We have two subnet, which is on VLAN 2 and VLAN 3, and we have only one interface going out to the internet. So this is how we do router on a stick. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. See you on next video.